Greetings people, 'tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. Since the last video, I have hiked all the way back to this area where we're at now, the base camp. We've been here before. I was getting so sick of the elevator music of the other area, but now we're back here. There's a couple things we can do here. First off, I want to make a couple of equipment changes, and for that I'm going to need to spend some of my hard-earned cash. So I'm going to go to the mother lode and buy 2 nuggets of perovskite. It's expensive, but I need it for some things. Next, I'm going to go to the upgrade station. And let's go into our accessories. Let's make sure everything is alphabetized. In the last video, we picked up a Whistlewind scarf and some redoxterite. So I'm going to go ahead and transform that into another Aurora scarf. Should be fairly easy to do. How much do I need? Well, anyway, I think I just need the 350. So let's look at the diabolic tails. That'll do nicely. That'll work right there. Alright, so now it's maxed out, and we apply the redoxterite, whatever, and it becomes an Aurora scarf. Awesome. Now I'm going to, no need to level that up, because first strike is first strike. You don't get, like, first strike more. No, it's just first strike. I'm gonna take this hero's amulet that has been sitting in my inventory for quite some time now. I'm gonna max that out with these fractured horns. No, not the fractured horns. The esoteric oil. That'll work nicely. Just need a 600. And we max it out. It casts bravery when you're in critical condition, but if we apply a perovskite to it, it becomes a morale talisman, which is auto bravery. Awesome. And then I've got one more Saint's amulet somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Let's do the same thing. Let's, okay, 600 is what we need. Let's apply the esoteric oil to max it out. And then we apply the perovskite. And now we have another blessed talisman, which gives us auto faith. Let's alphabetize all this stuff. We've got some new accessory slots now for some of our characters, so we'll put those to use. So she can wear her Aurora scarf and sprint shoes, but instead of this brawler's wristband, I'm gonna give her the morale talisman. Now it would be, I'm considering not having an Aurora scarf on her. Which is funny, because I went to the trouble of getting that Aurora scarf. I had the materials for it, that wasn't the hard part. I'm considering not having that for her and instead having a blessed talisman. Because that just might be, better. We'll leave it like this for now. But we may change that in later, instances. This is my, party the way I have. I brought Snow back into the mix. He doesn't really need the tungsten bangle. I'll instead give him that second blessed talisman. And he's got a power wristband to help with his elemental strikes. I picked up some CP along the way because I hiked all the way back here and I sure as heck fought the battles. But there is a Seath Stone up here that wasn't here before. Or it was here, but it was deactivated. But I can examine it now. It's another Waystone. So let's go ahead. This is the 11th hour, mission 8. The mark is Rakshasa. And a Rakshasa lurks along the route to the Yakasmasif, and I'm supposed to hunt it down. I think I'll pass. If it's Crystal or Seath, my life is over anyway. I might as well make the most of it. From here on out, I live for me! Well, I'll take on this mission. So, yeah, he's essentially gonna take the philosophy that Lightning said. You know, she said, how I live is up to me, but guess it didn't really work out very well for him. Anyway, he's all the way over there, so I'll just meet you there because we'll have to fight some enemies and stuff like that, so hang on. Alright, I've made it back to where we need to be. Now, for this battle, you may want to consider giving a Blessed Talisman to Lightning, especially if you have an extra one on hand, because we're not really going to be using physical attacks too much, but, well, it is what it is. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. what I am going to do is I'm going to start the battle off in Delta attack, Commando, Ravager, Sentinel, and then we'll go from there. But let's go ahead and see, these look like just these normal Flan type enemies, right? But this guy just sort of popped out of nowhere. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is do Ruinga, and Ruin on these Flans. So I can do 1 Ruinga, which is 3 ATB gauges, and then 2 Ruins. I'm just going to take out these Flans. You may want to consider taking out the Mark first, because he can cast all sorts of debuffs on you and cast buffs on himself. But I found that when I go after him, he gets some annoying debuffs on me, like D-Protect and D-Shell, and then I'm a sitting duck for the Flans, which don't let up on the punishment. So I think it's easiest to just kill the Flans. I think this is the most quickest and efficient way to do this. Alright, now we go after the Mark, the Rakshasa or whatever he's called. Now, he's pretty much he's really only immune to pain and fog. So anything else will work on him. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to Smart Bomb. It is unlikely that I will get any debuffs on him, but we will try. He's going to get stuff on us. Now, thankfully, he's not going to do too much in terms of offense. He's mainly just going to cast debuffs on us and buffs on himself. Problem is when he casts buffs on you and those Flans attack you. That's the problem. But right now, see, he's casting all kind of stuff on us. But right now, the main debuffs that Vanille is going to cast are just going to they're just going to cancel out the buffs that he already has. So there's that. But let's go ahead and now we got him staggered. Let's go ahead and try to get more, yeah, D-Shell is good. D-Shell is really the main one. I would like to get him, oh cool, now he has no buffs. It would be nice if we could get Imperil and maybe Poison. But at this point, yeah, there's D-Protect. Give me some Imperil. Okay, we got him. He's dead at this point anyway, like we just about got, there he is, he's dead. I was gonna switch to Relentless Assault and I was like, there's no need, he's almost dead. And in my practice run, I did not get 5 stars, so there you go. And for defeating him, we get a Collector Catalog, which is, it's an accessory that when you wear it, it increases the chance that you'll drop, or enemies will drop items. So that's pretty spiffy. Yeah, definitely a good thing. Now, and it's something we can level up. Okay, I'm going to meet you back at the Arkilt Step, the big open area. That's where we're headed to next. So yeah, I'll just meet you there because it's a long walk. All right, we made it back here to the Arkilt Step, the big wide open area. So let's have a look around here. There's a few missions I want to undertake here. By the way, the vast majority of missions are optional. There's actually a few that are mandatory in the story, but like it's not like you can miss them or anything. They're included in the story. You'll know them when we progress with story, but for right now, what we're doing is optional. I think this is the one I want. It's another Waystone. Is this the one I want? Yeah, 9. Heave ho! A Kaiser Behemoth. Even with the power of a Lassie, a Kaiser Behemoth? Really? So I have the choice of being gored to death beside that pond or wandering the wilds as an eternally damned Seath? Lovely. All those years of hard work and careful planning for this. I should have lived more for the moment. Yeah, we'll take on this mission. This is gonna be a slightly fun mission. Where is it? Oh, it's over there, not too far. Now, Behemoth-type enemies are annoying for one reason. They're annoying for the fact that when you get them to low HP... Oh, that guy almost hit me. And I don't want to fight that guy because I'm pretty sure he's paired with a King Behemoth. Which is an enemy we haven't faced yet. Hang on, let me take out these guys yet. By the way, I've got... I took that Aurora Scarf off of Lightning. I'm not too concerned about First Strike at the moment. And I instead gave her the Blessed Talisman that Snow had, and I gave Snow the Collector's Catalog, so we've been picking up extra items. That's kind of nice. But I was saying about Behemoth-type enemies, what's annoying about Behemoth-type enemies is the fact that when you get them to very low HP, they usually go into Angry Time, which can be very, very bad. And a lot of times when they go into angry time, well, you know, it's very, very bad. So the trick is to try to kill them before that can happen. And to do that, the most efficient way to do that is to stagger them. Well, when you stagger them, well, until you stagger them, they're very, very difficult to stagger. So getting a preemptive strike is the best way to stagger them. So what I'm going to do for this guy is I'm going to go ahead and pop a Deceptisol and try to get a preemptive strike on him. Our main default paradigm right now is Commando, Saboteur, and Ravager. But yeah, let's try and get the jump on him because it's just easier if we can get the jump on him. Now I do need to cast Libra on him, and if I was about to say if we can stagger him kind of quickly and get some. Is he? Actually, he's immune to a lot of debuffs, so I probably won't even. Okay, well we got Imperil on him. Let's just go to Com Rav, or sorry, yeah, Com Rav, and okay, good. See, the trick is getting him launched in the air. When you launch him, you're pretty much good. But if you wait too long, if your timing is off, he like, I don't know what he does, but he like plants his feet firmly in the ground and cannot be launched. And like a lot of behemoth enemies are like that. But we defeated him, and what happens? Well, we got some Strike, whatever. I have a hard time saying it. We got that. Okay, awesome. Yeah, just get him launched as quickly as possible, because otherwise, yeah, he'll plant his feet firmly in the ground, you won't be able to launch him, and then when his health gets below the threshold of wherever it is, I think it's different for each behemoth-type enemy, he goes into angry time, and usually what that means is he'll recharge all of his health and just get really, really freaking pissed off. And I can't get that chest over there. Yeah. It's got more of these yellow circles around there. I don't know what those are all about. That's also the reason why the normal behemoth enemies that I'm seeing around here, I've not been messing with them, because they do that. They go into angry time and they're just really, really difficult to deal with. Alright, well, I'm going to head to the next mission, which I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe, I had it a second ago. I don't think it's that one. It might be. Okay, where am I? Okay. It might be that one. I think it might be. Because what I'm gonna look, that was number 9, right? I'm looking for number 10. Okay, I'll check this one out behind me first, because that one's closer. But if it's not the one I want, then I'll just hike over to this other spot. I won't even bother, like, taking it, because, I mean, I could. It's right there, and there's no reason for me to not do them out of order. I want to do them in order. Alright, let's see what this mission is. Tell you what, I'll do this mission, even if it's not the one I want. Oh, it is the one I want. Hollow Hope. Ambling Bellows. The war claimed my family. The war claimed my home. This focus is my last remaining hope. I long for the release of Crystal's sleep. Perhaps when I wake, the world will be a better place. I should hurry and destroy the Ambling Bellows, raising havoc on the steppes northern high plain. Sure, I'll take on the mission. Rank C, yeah, as you can see, they're kind of getting harder. All right, it's over there. Yeah, I'll meet you in that general direction. Tell you what, I'll just hike over there in high speed. Starting now. Alright, this is a new enemy, Amphisbane. I know nothing about him, except, if memory serves, he's actually pretty easy. So like those wyvern enemies are actually harder than he is. I should probably go ahead and just, yeah, I'll do this. I should change my paradigms around to Rav Sabrab, but it's okay. We'll get a couple of, debuffs on him. Okay, so he can really hurt. That's fine. Is he immune to... No, I don't think he's immune to... I'm assuming he's not immune to Deep Shell. He's not immune to Deep Protect. What about Poison? Doesn't appear to be it. So I'm going to try to get all 4 of those on him. If Vanille will heal me at some point. Thank you. Alright. I don't want that. I want that. Oh, crap. I didn't realize he could do Feeding Stoop. Well, he did, but Snow survived it, so we're good. Alright, nothing too bad. I kind of fought that battle inefficiently, but let me make a couple adjustments. Let's switch. No, don't make that default. Just switch that to Ravager. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. All right. Anyway, back to speeding along. Alright, we're in some dangerous territory right here. We got 2 of those behemoth enemies. Like, we got like a bunch of those behemoth enemies, but they travel in pairs, so if you take them on, you have to fight 2 of them at once. And I don't want to do that. Uh-oh, this was a dead end. I went the wrong way. Alright, hang on. I'm trying to get over there. Oh, I think I have to go around. Never mind. Also, I'm fully aware that I missed a piece of treasure back where I fought that flying enemy. I forgot to grab it. I headed that way because I saw a piece of treasure and then I ended up not grabbing it. But I'll get it later. We'll be able to explore the Archeiled Steppe more efficiently later on. I'm not gonna mess. No, I think I can mess with these guys. Yeah, I was afraid that those enemies might be paired with the big guy that's clomping around over there, but they weren't. You also may notice different kinds of big guys. Like, these guys are big and they have the tusks. There's another variation, that guy right there. He's a little bit smaller and doesn't have the tusks. He's a little bit easier to deal with. He's not as deadly as the guy with the tusks. They're still too powerful for me to take at this point in the game. We'll have to leave that alone. Ooh, this looks like a nice battle here. I don't know if I have fought those big dudes over there. I'll go ahead and take it on, though. They're not fighting each other, though, so they're going to be in one... They're going to be unified against me. Yeah, I fought those big guys before. I wasn't sure. Yeah, there's a piece of treasure over there. Let me go ahead and grab that. Oh, I got some of those dudes to deal with. They'll go down pretty easily. Especially if I get a preemptive strike on them. And I get a nugget of Millerite, which I think is pretty obsolete. Alright, now... wow, those enemies respawn fast. Let's go ahead and take them out. I like how sometimes when you're fighting wild animals, like those dog-type enemies, and sometimes when you kill them, lightning says nothing personal. Like, they're wild, ferocious beasts acting on instinct. I'm pretty sure they're not taking anything personally. Man, you get preemptive strike on a battle like that, you definitely want to use Quake. Because that was a bunch of those guys. But they are going down pretty easily. And yeah, another Seath Stone that is inactive at the moment. Where is my... Oh, it's over there. Okay, so I took a detour. Whatever, I'll get there. I'm just gonna ignore those enemies. I'm gonna ignore that guy. Here we are. Okay, now I was looking for this area a couple videos back. Now, do you remember, in the last video, we didn't have Bar Thunder, and I had to quickly learn it, so I had to do a little bit of grinding. I just fought some enemies that were around, you know, just Oh, there's a chest up here. I fought some enemies that were nearby. I just kept going back, walking around, fighting enemies. And I was able to get what I needed. Some monstrous fangs. But, in case you were wondering, is there an efficient way to do some CP grinding? Yes, there is, and it's right here. These two enemies right here. So in this area, they're always attacking each other. Now, those are those behemoth-type enemies that I've been avoiding. I'm gonna go ahead and march into this battle. For two reasons. They're fighting each other, so it means they're at half health. Second, reason number two, this is the Behemoth King, by the way. It is literally impossible to not get a preemptive strike on this battle. Come on, launch him. Oh, crap. It is, however, not impossible to not launch them. Okay, let's redo that because I screwed up. Because she wasn't fast enough. She didn't launch. See, he planted his feet firmly in the ground. But yeah, no matter how much, these guys will never like get aggroed by you. They're always so focused on each other that you'll always get the preemptive strike. The trick is getting the king. No. Ugh. Okay, let me redo that again. Just trust me, guys. I targeted the wrong guy. Timing is everything in this battle. Timing. You go after the King Behemoth first. And I'm not even, like, you see, I'm not even gonna Libra him. I'll do that some other time. Just get him. Get him staggered. And then quickly launch him. Did he not? What the heck? What? Okay. See there, I didn't even stagger him fast enough. Alright. I'll just cut to the success take. Alright. Attack the King Behemoth. Get him launched. And then, hurry up. There we go, we got him launched. Alright. So we should be good at this point. There we go. See, I'm not even letting her ATBs build all the way back up. I just want to hurry up and, you know, get him in the air as quickly as possible. Once he's dead, okay, now the rest of the battle's pathetically easy. Well, not pathetically. This guy's not to be underestimated, but he's susceptible to just about every debuff. We fought this guy. But wait for it. Yeah, deprotect. Stagger him, imperil. I think, well, yeah, that's about all you can really get on him. So just, get those debuffs on him. Launch him. There you go.
No problem.
No problem. But for defeating that battle, you will get 6,600 Christian points, unwaveringly. So, and then the best part is you could leave this area and you can walk basically up to that save point, a little bit past it, and then come back, and these guys will have respawned. It is a little difficult at this point because you have to work really fast to kill the King Behemoth. Later on, though, when you've cashed some of that CP in and you're a lot stronger, you can beat this whole battle in like 2 seconds. It's ridiculous, and still get the crazy amount of CP for it. So that's really good. All right, now I have a new enemy. This is our Mark, and I have to remember how I want to deal with him. I think I'll start the battle off in Smart Bomb. No, actually, what I will do is, I think I'll make him a Sentinel. I think that's the best way. Yeah, make him a Sentinel for now. Because, if memory serves, this guy has some pretty annoying moves to begin with. And, it's best to have a Sentinel, if memory serves. So let's, Libra him. And let's get our debuffs on him. What is he susceptible? Okay, he's immune to poison, but we can get Imperil on him at least. We'll get Imperil on him and then we'll go all out. There we go. I'm gonna go to Calm Rav Calm. Get this guy, is he? Oh, never mind. He's resistant to, physical attacks. Never mind, this isn't really the efficient way of doing it. Well, here, I'll launch him one more time. Actually, we're tearing them up. Never mind. See, Ruin is doing the trick, but okay, never mind. That battle was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Alright, and for defeating him, we get a Superconductor. Actually, we get 4 Superconductors. Watch his every move, Superconductor. Get bonus points if you get awesome points if you get that reference. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end off our video here. I will cash in some CP. So I have a lot to cash in. So where did we start? We started here. Okay, yeah. So I'll just pick up all the things that I missed. Look at the amount of CP that I got. Oh yeah, Dispelga. Yeah, and if you want to, CP grind, that's the place to do it. And the truth is, I have no plans to do that, but I might occasionally just do some CP grinding, because that is definitely the spot to do it. Yeah, I'll finish out her medic stuff. Yeah, I'll finish out her medic stuff. Kiraja, get that going. All right, so she's gone as far as she can with that. Now let's go to Saboteur, and oh no, it wasn't Saboteur. What was the one where she? Oh, it was Medic. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, where did she get her other what do you call it? Accessory slot. It was in Medic. Ah. And he still needs his accessory slot, which is right there. Alright, he got that. So let me go back and pick up the things that he missed. Ah! And then for her, I'll just pick up all the things that she missed along here. Which started here. This Crystarium tier I've been pretty disorganized in how I've learned it. It's because I've been trying to get those, those ATB and accessory things cleared out before I did anything else. All right, now I'll just finish this, and then. Has he gotten everything? Yeah, he pretty much has, so... Yeah, we'll start here. Alright, he's up to speed. Ah! Yeah, I'll just backtrack through Synergist. So, we'll get all this. Ooh, Bravery, that's good. Definitely want that. And Faith, excellent. Ah. Alright, well, that's as far as we can go. Alright, so I'll end off my video here, and in the next video, we'll take on some more missions, I guess. So, thank you all so much for watching. My name's 480 Volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Peaces!